In today's training session, we're going to look at map features and understanding maps so that you can use that in any of your social studies studies. As with any training session, we're building our foundation in social studies, so let's go ahead and do that by looking at our objective for today. Our objective for these notes is to understand the key elements of maps, including the compass rose, legend, and title, and learn how to interpret these features for better navigation and understanding of geographic information. Maps are a big part of history and also geography. A map is a visual representation of an area showing physical and political features. Now, physical features are those features that were there long before you were here. Things like mountains, rivers, lakes, valleys, etc. You're going to find those on physical maps. Political maps are going to be those things that are human created, as in cities, states, roads, etc. Maps are used for navigation, understanding geographical relationships, and planning. Today, you're probably going to hop on your phone, you're going to go to Google Maps or Waze or Siri and look up directions to a place, and it's going to help you get there whether you're driving or walking or whatever. Of course, in the past, throughout history, you've always had maps to help you get places when you didn't necessarily have other forms of technology to help you out. Maps are extremely important throughout time and are still important today. Those maps are going to have tools like the compass rose to help you determine what direction you're facing when you're looking at a map. A compass rose is a figure on a map or nautical chart used to display the orientation of the cardinal directions: north, east, south, and west. Its importance is that it helps users understand the direction they are facing and navigate that accurately. Most maps will have a compass rose in a corner to show direction, so north pointing up, west to the left, east to the right, south pointing down. The next tool you might find on any map is a legend, also called a key, and it explains the symbols, colors, and lines used on a map. It decodes the map for users, making it easier to understand the information. If you're looking at a map, sometimes they'll be very simple, sometimes they'll be very smushed with a whole lot of stuff within them. Things that you might see on a map might include highway lines, U.S. routes, state routes, railroads, ferries, interstate routes. You're getting the gist of it if you're looking at this chart over here on the right. It's going to help you, and every map is going to be a little bit different. So it's always important to consult those if you are looking at a map. Let's go ahead and look at something that is not necessarily a tool, but is extremely important, and that is the title. The title of a map describes what the map is about. For example, if we look at this map down here at the bottom, it says population of the 7 continents. It has the population divided up. It's got the numbers. You can't see them because of the quality of it, but it has the continents in different colors so that you can see it, and then sort of a pie chart down here at the bottom so that you can coordinate it together and easily identify the continent and the population. These titles provide context, and they help users understand the purpose of the map as a whole. A map of the United States might have the title Political Map of the United States, indicating it shows state boundaries and capitals. Because remember, political geography, political maps are going to show human-created things. Latitude and longitude are sometimes difficult concepts for people, but they are a coordinate system used to locate any points on Earth's surface. Latitude measures north to south position between the poles. So we've got the poles up here. We've got these lines of latitude. I always remembered latitude in school by thinking latitude flat or flatitude, which is not a word, but for some reason always helped me remember it. Longitude measures east to west position from the prime meridian. So if we're looking here, then you're going east and west at these lines that are long. They're going up and down. It is crucial for navigation and pinpointing exact locations and has been crucial throughout much of history. New York City is located at approximately 40.7128 degrees north latitude and 74.0060 degrees west longitude. So you're getting an exact location on a map that you can pinpoint. Frequently, maps will have things like grids that will help you be able to look at that a little bit better, and also scales to help show you the distance. The scale of a map shows the relationship between distance on the map and distance on the ground. It allows users to measure real-world distances accurately. An example would be a map scale might show that 1 inch on the map equals 10 miles on the ground. So if we go down here and we measure here and we put our map on there, then we can see that that might be 10 miles. It's going to help you be able to pull out a ruler, actually stick it to the map, and see how long the distance from one place to the other would be, with some degree of accuracy. A grid system, which I mentioned a moment ago, uses a series of horizontal and vertical lines to create a coordinate system on a map. Think latitude and longitude to help you pinpoint where things are. It helps users locate specific points on the map easily. Latitude and longitude lines form a grid system on most world maps. So if we go over here to 90 degrees west, and we go up here to 40 degrees north, we're going to be able to pinpoint whatever's there. If you're given a number, you should be able to find it relative on a map and then pinpoint where the city or state or whatever location you're trying to find is. Symbols are on a map to represent various features such as cities, rivers, mountains, and roads. Again, these are going to be different depending on whatever map you're looking at, but they do simplify the map and make it easier to read or give it more function if nothing else. For example, a star symbol might represent a capital city, while a blue line might represent a river. We've got our blue line right over here being labeled as the Snake River. We've got this orange and yellow line, which is probably representing an important highway or interstate. We've got these little trees, probably for park symbols, with the Longview Pines County Park over here. You get the idea. Now, those are just a few basic parts of the map, but enough to help you get started with pretty much any map you're going to run into. Match the part of a map with its meaning. So we have X as the compass rose, Y as the legend, and Z as the title. Now, these are not correctly matched up here. You need to correctly match them. 1 describes what the map is about, 2 shows the cardinal directions, and 3 shows what the symbols mean. So do you have X1, X2, X3? Does the compass rose connect to 1, 2, or 3? Match them all and then click A, B, C, or D to determine which is the correct answer. Take a second to puzzle that out, and then we'll discuss. The correct answer is going to be C. X, 2, Y, 3, and Z connects to 1. The compass rose shows the cardinal directions, the legend shows what the symbols mean, and the title describes what the map is about. These just kind of show how it matches up incorrectly if you need to look at that, but that's going to be our correct answer. Thank you for exploring maps with me today. You should be good to go. Next time you are looking at a map, we'll go ahead and wrap it up there.